So, guys, we are going to be talking about a game that has been very highly anticipated, especially within the Xbox, fandom. And we're going to be doing a deep dive into none other than State of Decay 3. And State of Decay, guys, look, we've got the first two games that are available on Xbox Game Pass. They've been out for a while, and a lot of people within the State of Decay communities really love these titles, and myself included. I love them for what they are. Sure, they've got issues like, different bugs and glitches here and there, but the overall experience is really cool. Now, when State of Decay 3 got announced all those years ago, and it feels like a while ago, guys. I mean, I think there's definitely some internal issues over at Undead Labs, potentially some, development hell issues happening over there. But nonetheless, State of Decay 3, when that initial teaser trailer came out, I was completely sold on it. It looked like, from that first trailer, it really looked like it was kind of Xbox's attempt at creating a game similar to The Last of Us. And they were just trying to kind of be, have State of Decay 3 be, Xbox's Last of Us title. And then we started getting some information later on. We got another trailer that came out, and certainly it does not look like a Last of Us title, right? It certainly looks like it's down the same vein as the first two games. And I'm really excited about it. But the question is where is this title? And let's talk about the things that we know right here, right now about, the release date, the story, all of those things. We'll break it down, and I would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. So let's get into it. So guys, in an article coming to us from Heather Wald over at Games Radar, Zombie Horror Fest State of Decay 3 is launching in 2026. So that's kind of the first thing, guys. It looks like it's going to be 2026, at least at this point in time, when State of Decay 3 is going to release to the world. And it's unfortunate that it looks like it's getting delayed again. Hopefully it does not get further delays, because we've already been getting delays with State of Decay 3, for a while now. So hopefully they're able to stick to at least a release year and then kind of go from there. But State of Decay 3 has been in the works for some time, with the first official announcement for the next installment in the survival zombie horror game coming back in 2020. It was then pretty quiet on the news front before we at long last got another big update came in the Xbox Game Studios 2024 showcase, which revealed the follow-up to 2018 State of Decay 2 will be putting an even greater emphasis on the survivors this time around. As one of the studios that fall under the Xbox Game Studios list, State of Decay 3 is among some of the most anticipated upcoming Xbox Series X games in the works, but we're still awaiting a more in-depth look at the gameplay and, of course, news on when it will be arriving. But from everything we've seen and heard so far, it certainly sounds like it's stepping things up from the last installment with improvements to co-op and more. And I got to tell you, I'm really excited about, I'm hoping that they are improving the experience in a major way, from a co-op experience and a multiplayer experience. And certainly the story itself, guys, hopefully they're kind of upping their game there as well. But I would say that there were a lot of bugs and a lot of glitches within the multiplayer, some of the co-op modes. And so I would love to see a lot of those things refined, and, I would love to just see everything kind of smoothed out somewhat within State of Decay 3, where it feels like a full-blown incredible experience, because there's so many people, so many of us that are excited about the continuation of this franchise. And we believe that State of Decay could be a very long withstanding, franchise past State of Decay 3. I mean, we're talking, this could be a franchise that goes on for a very long time, but it's really important that you knock, a lot of these things out of the park. State of Decay 3 has got to get knocked out of the park, guys. And I believe that they will do it. I mean, they've been given a lot of time, that being Undead Labs, to get this thing right. And so I'm got fingers crossed, hoping that they're able to knock this thing out of the park, and it's the biggest State of Decay game that we've ever had.